what's going on, guys? It's Ecto here, coming at you with a new video. So I got a story to tell. Since it's still around the time I should have done this like in my first video, but I kind of regret not doing it. But it's a really fucked up story on my part. I'm gonna take you guys back, like many of my stories do, to the middle school days. I was probably in 6th or 7th grade at the time, and I used to have two friends that used to live really close by me. And one day we decided to invite one of our friends from school. Okay, he was a troublemaker, alright? Like, he would go into school, look like he would pick fights with the teachers. This kid was fucked up, alright? But he was my friend. And we decided to invite him over to go with us to, like, Halloween. And we weren't planning on trick-or-treating or anything. We didn't even have costumes. But I don't know why this kid decided to say, like, hey, guys, let's trick-or-treat. And we're like, why? And he just told us, no, let's just trick or treat. We're gonna have fun. Like, we're just gonna walk around the neighborhood and just, you know, ask for candy. I'm like, but we don't even have costumes. I said that, so they were all like, dude, what are you, like a 5th grader? So we go around the neighborhood and we started trick or treating, and we would just go around to like people's houses, and they would open up the door and they're like, okay, so what are you guys dressed up as? And we're like a bunch of hungry middle schoolers, and they would give us candy. So like it was working out in that sense. But out of nowhere, this the kid that we invited, he goes, hey, do you guys want to egg like people's houses? And I just stared at him like, dude, really? Why would he say that? You know how I told you guys how I have like huge anxiety issues when it comes to like getting in trouble, and I would be like I always was and still am like the person that always gets like nervous when it comes to like cops or like getting in trouble. I just don't like it. And he goes, yeah, we should just egg people's houses. It's gonna be fun. And I was really not into it. So they're like, yeah, for sure. And he goes, okay, so I brought the eggs, and he had the eggs under his fucking sweater, like under his sweatshirt. And I just stared at him. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you gonna do with those? And he just stared at me. He's like, don't worry about it. So when this kid says this, I'm fucking shaking at the time. I'm like, dude, what are you gonna do, man? Don't do that. And all the other kids were like, wow, dude, pussy. They just started calling me names. And I'm like, so I basically got peer pressure. So I'm gonna draw out the layout for you guys so you guys could understand. It was a street right on the side of my house, and you would go down the street and you take a left and you would get right on my house because it was on the corner. So we just like took a right on the corner of my street and we went down that road. And we were coming back to my house at this time, and he's like, we've been to like 2 houses after he says this, and he goes, dude, I can't do it to like an old lady, because it was like a whole bunch of like old ladies that would open up the door and they're like, oh, how are you guys, man? And we couldn't just egg an old lady's house. That would be the most fucked up thing. We get to a house and he knocks on the door and a little kid opens the door. Kid's probably like in like a grade below us. So if we were in 7th grade, the kid was probably like in 6th grade. But we got to the point where we got to the kid's house, and they're like, all right, we have to do it on this house. So the kid opens up the door, and my friend goes, all right, so we're doing it to him. And my other 2 friends walk out. So we're on the sidewalk, but this kid comes out of fucking nowhere. He wasn't with us when we were talking to the kid. And he just goes, the kid still has his door open, and he goes, fuck you! And he throws 2 eggs. One hits him right on the chest, and the other one just goes inside his house, and it splurts like right on the floor. He, like, as soon as he says fuck you, he immediately says run, and we just dipped like right to my house. We got the corner, we took a left, and we just got to my house. We're fucking like breathing heavy and shit, and my dad was coming outside at the same time, and the kid like peeks out of his house, and he's like, why? But the house was so far away that my dad couldn't hear it, but he saw us running. He's like, so what were you guys doing? And we were just laughing and shit, and like, nah, we were just having fun, just running. And my dad's like, yeah, sure. But my dad's a cool guy, so he just like laughed it off of us. He's like, you guys are fucking idiots. Don't try not to get in trouble, please. So we go back inside my house, and we were just laughing it off. But to this day, I still feel like a douchebag for doing that to that little kid. Like, can you imagine now he's like grown up and he's not the same just because like I threw an egg at him? I don't know. I just been picturing like how much of a douchebag I used to be when I was in middle school. Thank God I changed. I don't know. I wouldn't like who I am if I was like that. But yeah, guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you like the channel, and please leave a like if you like the video. I got another story coming up, probably same, you know, middle school days. I'm saving up. I really want to save up the fight story to when I get a little bit more subscribers. So if you guys really do enjoy, please subscribe. If not, just like the video. I appreciate anything you guys leave feedback with. Or if you guys want to hear like the next story instead of me having to come up with, if you guys want to hear something in specific, just let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, guys, this is Ecto signing out. Thank you so much for watching the video. And remember, guys, love you all. Peace.